You finally did it. You opened a brokerage account and deposited the $4,600 you saved up after 4 years of work. You bought the ironclad index funds your best friend raved about. It goes up 1.7% the first week. You feel like an undeniable financial genius. You start mentally pricing out a boat. You start giving your coworkers financial advice, even if they don't ask you for it. But then Tuesday morning happens. The market opens, you check your app, and the screen isn't green anymore. You're down 4%. You tell yourself it's just a healthy pullback, so you buy the dip, but it just keeps dipping. By Wednesday morning, you're down 12%. Your stomach drops. You close the app only to open it again 3 seconds later just to check. Somehow it's worse. You start digging online why the stock market is bleeding. You text your friend for advice, but he just replies with a crisis hotline number. By Thursday closing, you're down 19% and your portfolio looks like a crime scene. All that Wall Street genius energy leaves your body. You realize you actually have no idea what you're doing. You end up staring blankly at the ceiling, mentally calculating how many extra shifts you need to work to make up the difference. You make a silent promise to the universe that if it just goes back to even, you'll put it all in a savings account. Finally, you move the investing app off your home screen so you don't have to look at it. Welcome to the market. It's been a full month since the crash. That legendary V-shaped recovery you kept waiting for never actually happened. The chart isn't plummeting anymore, it's just moving sideways in a depressing red flat line. The adrenaline of the initial panic is completely gone, leaving you with nothing but a dull, persistent ache. You go into damage control mode. You start walking right past your favorite coffee shop so you can go home and make instant coffee that just tastes like defeat. You cancel all 3 streaming services, you skip the group dinners on Friday nights, and you try to convince yourself that eating rice and beans all week is just a trendy new minimalist lifestyle. To make up for the losses, you pick up an extra weekend shifts. You are now physically trading hours of your life to replace digital money that evaporated while you were in the bathroom. On your break, you make the mistake of trying to calculate your hourly wage against your portfolio losses. It makes you so sick that you immediately stop doing the math. Every single night before bed, you dig through your phone to check the app. The numbers never change. But right there at the bottom of the screen, the sell button is practically glowing. It feels like it's begging you to just press it, end the anxiety, and cash out what's left. Your thumb hovers over the screen, but then you remember what the forum said. It's only a loss if you sell. You take a deep breath, close the app, and try to go to sleep. After 2 more months of instant coffee and double shifts, something weird happens. You wake up on a random Tuesday, check your hidden app out of pure habit, and see a tiny, unfamiliar flash of color. It's green. You're up 2.5% for the day. It's a completely meaningless amount compared to what you actually lost. But your brain instantly ignores that little detail. Suddenly, that Wall Street genius energy comes creeping right back in. You pull out your calculator app and figure out that if the market just does this exact same thing for 8 more days in a row, you'll be completely back to even. You text your friend to brag about your diamond hands and how patience always pays off. But for the rest of the week, the market just stagnates. You keep waiting for that massive push. Instead, Monday morning arrives. The market immediately wipes out your entire gain, plus another 0.5% just to really twist the knife. You learn the hard way not to overreact to every single market swing. You slowly put the calculator away, accept your fate, and realize you're going to be eating rice and beans for a much longer time. 3 months pass and the market keeps stagnating. You've stopped checking the app every day, and honestly, the instant coffee doesn't even taste that bad anymore. But then, the final boss of market crashes arrives. You wake up one morning and the panic is absolutely everywhere. The financial anchors on TV are practically yelling. Your coworkers are whispering about layoffs, and all the headlines are saying we are heading into a historic global recession. You reluctantly open your app, and it is a complete bloodbath. You aren't just down 20% anymore. Your portfolio just blew right past 30. This time, the panic actually feels different. It feels like the actual end of the world. Every single ounce of your logic is screaming at you to just sell whatever you have left before it literally hits zero. You try to convince yourself that if you cash out right now, you can at least salvage enough money to pay your rent and finally fix your car. You navigate to the sell screen, type in your full position, and stare at the glowing confirmation button. All that's left from your initial $4,600 investment is a measly $3,200. Your thumb hovers over the glass for what feels like an absolute eternity. You're completely exhausted from the stress, and a huge part of you just wants it to finally be over. But right as you're about to tap confirm, a weird sense of clarity washes over you. You realize that if you sell right now, you are locking in the absolute bottom, and all those agonizing months of eating rice and beans would have been completely for nothing. You aren't just losing money, you're losing your hope for a better future. So you let out a heavy sigh, lock your phone, and decide you would rather go down with the ship than give up. 3 years go by. You don't check the app every day anymore. In fact, you barely check it once a month. You stopped listening to the podcast bros, and you definitely stopped giving unsolicited financial advice to your coworkers. You just put your head down, kept working, and let the market do whatever it was going to do. Then, on a random Thursday, while eating your rice and beans for lunch, you overhear the news in the background. Those exact same financial anchors who were screaming about a global recession are now excitedly reporting that the market just hit all-time highs. You pull out your phone, take a deep breath, and open the app for the first time in months. It's green. But it's not just a little green. It's a deep, beautiful, all-time high kind of green. You look at the balance. Your initial $4,600 is now sitting happily at $7,200. You stare at the screen for a second. You didn't become a millionaire overnight, and you definitely aren't buying a boat anytime soon. But you realize you actually did it. You survived the crash, you held your ground when everyone else panicked, and you finally came out the other side. To celebrate, you decide to actually treat yourself. You walk right into that artisan coffee shop you've been avoiding for years and order a fancy $8 latte. You don't brag to anyone. You don't send a screenshot to your friend. You just smile, put your phone in your pocket, and take your first sip of coffee. It tastes absolutely amazing. So you finally survived the crash and learned patience the hard way. But what comes next? If you want to know the difference between the guy bragging about his portfolio in the break room and the one quietly building an actual fortune, check out the video on the left. Or if you want to see exactly what separates the panic sellers from the pros, click on the video on the right. I'll see you over there.